Live tweeting a complicated and unique surgery. That actually recently happened at IMC. Saray standing by with more on that.
Well, Glenn, I'm telling you, this is a fascinating story. Yes, earlier this week, all eyes were on Twitter as Mark Lewis underwent a lengthy surgery to remove a cancerous tumor from his pancreas. And with that, I'm joined by Dr. Mark Ott from Intermountain Medical Center with Surgical Oncology. Let's talk about this. You had never gone through this before where your surgery is being tweeted out live.
No, this is definitely a first.
This is definitely a first. Now, Mark Lewis, he is the one who actually had this surgery, and he requested it, right?
Right. He's an expert in this condition. He's a medical oncologist. He treats this, and he wanted to bring some attention to this for all the people around the world who don't get as much attention as breast cancer, prostate cancer, and some of these other things.
He's an expert in the field. He's your colleague. What are you thinking when you were first asked or told, hey, I want to tweet this live, and did it affect your performance?
You know, I was taken back a little bit, but I thought, you know, this is Mark's thing, and he wants to do this, and I wanted to support him in it, and I didn't think too much about it after that until the morning when we're getting ready for surgery, and there's a film crew there.
Oh my gosh. And so 3 million people were watching, listening, and seeing the tweets.
Right.
This happened on Monday, so how is he doing now?
He's doing great. He's 3 days out from surgery. He's walked over a mile a day.
Wow.
He's a very motivated person.
When we're talking about cancer in the pancreas, we almost think that it's a death sentence, but the particular case that he had, it's not.
Yeah, there's different kinds of cancer, and he has a more rare form of it called neuroendocrine, and most people do survive this, although it can kill people, and so it needs to be treated aggressively.
Tell us a little bit about being able to use social media and bring awareness. What do you think it did for the rest of the population who were watching intently?
You know, it points out how many people are just tuned into social media. I mean, 3 million people paying attention to his surgery all over the world. I would have never guessed that.
I mean, pretty amazing that he could reach that many people, and that many people also suffer and want to know more about it, right?
Right, exactly, yeah.
So how do you guys move forward from here?
Well, I think Mark's the real story, so I think that people will continue to interact with him. I think he's the person that ultimately is the face of this condition, and he's spectacular. He's got a great Scottish accent as well.
We're going to have to talk to him once he's out of the hospital. He's got, what, a couple more days maybe?
Right.
And you've been seeing him twice a day? Is that
a couple times a day. Just saw him a couple hours before I came down here.
Okay, excellent. And there's some of the tweets right there. I mean, that was happening. Were you even noticing that someone was tweeting and the cameras were there while you were intently doing the surgery?
Now, the nice thing about surgery is it's so intense that the world could be going all over the place around you, and you would only see this foot or so in front of you.
And your reaction afterwards, when this is all said and done, and you're like, oh my goodness, 3 million people.
Yeah, I'm still blown away.
Still blown away. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and we hope to talk to Mark Lewis as well, and I'm sure he's quite a story.
He is.
Yeah.
And he's a great person.
With more information, where can we find you?
At Intermountain Medical Center, and both on email, and actually I have a Twitter handle, but I'm not near as active as Mark.
We'll have to find Mark Lewis on Twitter. We'll have more information on goodforutah.com, and we will be right back.